Hello, Ms. Lutfiah. I
Mm,
want to ask a few things about climate change. How would you define climate change in your own words?
Okay, climate change, right? Climate change is the change in temperature and weather pattern over a long period of time or specific period of time. Most of these small changes are caused by small variation in the Earth's orbit. But climate change, as we know it today, is characterized by a sudden increase in the Earth temperature. However, more than 90% of climate scientists have agreed that this not caused by variation of the Earth orbit, but rather is very likely caused by human activity.
Okay, what are the main causes of climate change and how they impact our planet?
Like what I said before, climate change is primarily caused by human activities that release greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. The main contributors to climate change impact our planet, such as burning fossil fuels, the combustion of fossil fuels like coal, oil, or natural gas, uh, and electric generation, transportation that produce carbon dioxide. Number two is deforestation or the cutting down of forests. The third is industrial process or various industrial activities release potent greenhouse gas like methane and nitrous oxide. And the last one is agriculture. Agriculture practice concept the climate change through multiple mechanisms.
Okay, next, in your opinion, what are the most significant consequences of climate change on ecosystem and biodiversity?
Okay, in my opinion, climate change has proven and far-reaching consequence for ecosystem and biodiversity. Some of the most significant consequences are habitat loss and fragmentation, or rising temperature and altered precipitation pattern can result in the loss, degradation, of shifting of habitat. Second is species extinction. The third is range shift and mismatches. And the fourth is altered ecosystem dynamics. And then the coral bleaching and ocean acidification. And the last one is disturbed ecosystem services.
Okay, what role does human activity such as the burning of fossil fuels play in the contribution to climate change?
Okay, human activities have been the main cause or the main role of climate change. This increase in the temperature is mainly caused by humans by burning fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas that produce heat-trapping gas such as a carbon dioxide or CO2, and then increase the release of the many greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. An increase in the average temperature of the Earth, or what is often known as a global warming, can cause ice in the North and the South Poles to melt. Change in the rainfall level, sea levels increases, and extreme change in the weather patterns such as storm to cause floods and other natural disaster are the result of the current climate change.
Can you discuss some potential solution or strategy to mitigate the effect of climate change?
Oh, yes, of course. In my opinion, some potential solution and strategy can help mitigate the effect of climate change, like a transition of renewable energy, is like accelerating the shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy source like a solar, wind, or the hydropower is crucial. Second is energy efficiency or promoting energy efficiency measure building, transportation, and industrial process can significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The third is carbon pricing. Implementation carbon pricing, this mechanism, such as a carbon tax or a cap and trade system, can create economic incentives intensive to reduce emissions. By putting a price on the carbon, these policies encourage industry to invest in the clean technologies and energy resource. And the fourth is sustainable transportation. Five is forest conservation and reforestation. The sixth is sustainable agriculture, and the last one is education and awareness. Increasing public awareness about climate change and its impact is essential for driving individual and collective action. Education initiative can promote sustainable behavior, energy conservation, and responsible consumption patterns, leading to long-term behavioral change. I think that's it for uh, your question.
Okay. How can individual make a difference in addressing climate change in their daily lives?
Okay. What individuals can or personal or individual things we can do to make difference in addressing climate change in our daily lives is to save electrical energy start from activities at home because most of the electrical energy and heat we use come from coal, oil, or gas. By using less energy or minimizing the need to heat and cool temperatures, like use the LED lights and energy efficient application. Wash manually and dry clothes by relying on natural heat instead of using dryers. And do the walk, bicycle, or do transportation uh, for for use for increase pollution transportation.
Okay. How do you think climate change impact vulnerable community and what can be done to support them?
I think climate change has a profound impact on vulnerable communities around the world. These communities, often with a limited research and infrastructure, are disproportionately affected by the consequence of climate change. And what can be done to support them, such like government and organization will prioritize the needs of vulnerable communities in climate change adaptation and migration strategies. Second one is promoting a sustainable agriculture practice, improving irrigation system, and investing in a climate resilience crops and help enhance food and water security. The third is starting a healthcare system in vulnerable area, provide training on climate-related health risks, and increase access to health service and preventive measures. Example like vaccination, mosquito nets, and others. And the last one is encouraging community participation through the inclusive platform, fostering partnership between vulnerable community, NGOs, and government, and supporting communities initiative can empower vulnerable population to contribute to climate resilience efforts. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you for your question. And see you next time.
See you. Thank you, Mr. Tia.
Thank you, Mr. Anonym.